All right, again, I'm Gary Steele of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome to the call tonight, Wednesday night call. What's been on my mind is life. It always is. Never turns off. Always thinking about it. Every single day. Thinking about how life works. What's it about? We have a map, we'll say, or we have a set of rules, a blueprint, universal laws to life. We know how it works. We know it has a positive and negative, a peace of war, a happy, sad, a nice and mean. That everything in life is balanced at 50-50, whether we see it or not. We know this exists. So where my mind goes is I'm consistently looking for it in my own life, in examples around me. It jumps out more and more and more that no matter what, life is balanced as a 50-50. Along the lines of money, finances, I was told this almost 2 decades ago. Slowly but surely my mind sees it more and more. There is an exact equilibrium for every single transaction between human beings. And it's balanced 50-50. There's always a trade. Nothing's ever free. Nothing. Nothing is ever free. There's always a cost, whether it's a financial cost, a time cost, an emotional cost. There's always a cost. There is no free lunch. Nothing's free, nothing's given, everything is earned with some kind of trade. You're trading something for something always. So if you're one of those people that's always looking for a deal, looking for the cheapest, looking for the best, the best deal, it doesn't exist. You may not pay in money, but you're going to pay in something else. So that's leading me to this idea that I've been thinking about for a while is I really don't think people understand. I do not believe people understand, the majority of the people understand this idea of your thoughts and how powerful they are. I have an uncle. He's dead now. He was a fairly famous chiropractor in the chiropractic world. He probably heard it from somebody else. I don't know, but I heard it from him. And that is, think about what you think about. And I think that's even in the 55 audio course that we have, one of the segments that I did there. But think about what you think about and how unbelievably powerful just that idea is. Because many of you on the line, you've probably heard of the law of attraction, the movie The Secret that came out probably, 15 years ago now. The movie The Secret was all about the law of attraction. They played it out in that movie like you could all of a sudden turn the law of attraction on and change your life. And I found that completely comical because the law of attraction is always on. Never off. It's always on. You guys have heard me say that before, I know, especially if you've been to the seminars. We are, all of us, consistently and constantly attracting to ourselves the people, places, circumstances, events to manifest our life. And we get exactly what we ask for every single time. There's no doubting that we get what we ask for. What we do not understand is how we're asking for it, our current life. So most people I know would love to have more money, more wealth, more success. People would just love to have more. The way it works is in our life right now, we're already using the magnificence of the Creator to create the life we're living right now. We're already using it. The same manifestation formula that any single person that you look up to in any way in their life, the same manifestation formula, the formula from the universe, the Creator, You're using the exact same formula that they're using to create the life that you're living right now. The life that they're living, they're using it as well. And if you ponder that idea alone, just that idea that you're already using the magnificence of the Creator to build your life right now. Think about that. You're already using it. It's not missing in your life. It's not like you're going to all of a sudden stumble into a program, a seminar, a book, a tape, this conference call, anything else that you might study or go learn or look at or do. You're not all of a sudden going to stumble into something that all of a sudden you're using, and you have the power that the Creator has given to create. Creation, co-create your life. You're not going to all of a sudden have it. You already have it. It's already here right now. It's already deep down in your heart of hearts. Whatever resonates there, sends out into the universe, goes out, comes back, brings you exactly what you asked for. You're already using it. If you ponder that idea alone, just how powerful are you? Unlimited power lives inside you. Infinity lives inside you. You're already magnificent right now. You're already magnificently creating your life right now. It's not going to all of a sudden be boom. Oh, now I'm co-creating my life. I wasn't yesterday, but I am today. Like, no. You've always been co-creating your life. Since the moment, essentially, you've been born, somewhere around 7-10 years old is when it kicks into where we're really starting to co-create our life, starting to manipulate the circumstances around us to get what we want. So back to, I'm really not sure people truly understand the power of their thought. What you most believe about yourself is what you manifest in your life. It's all of us. Every single person on the planet. Whatever any person on this planet truly thinks, feels, and believes about themselves is what they manifest in their life. I've said this many times before. You can take the video on your phone, video your life for the next 7 days. Go watch that video, and you're going to see what you believe you're worth. You're going to see what you think, feel, and believe that you're valued at. What is your value? What I find is the overwhelming majority of people belittle what it is that they're watching on the video screen. They put it down. They don't think it's good enough. They don't think it's worth anything. They think it's a disgrace, a failure, a whatever, instead of honoring the magnificence of the creation that's already been created. They put it down. They throw it in the trash. They just push it aside. It's not good enough. Why? Because they're comparing themselves to other people. They're comparing themselves to their surroundings, external sources. The only way to feel successful, the only way to feel like a failure is to compare yourself to somebody else. So think about it. You're already using the magnificence, and when I say magnificence power of the universe to create your life right now. You're already doing it. And it is magnificent. The Creator has as much pride in your creation as any other creation on the planet. The Creator has just as much love in his heart or her heart for your creation as any other creation on the planet. Why? It doesn't matter what the results are. The results are irrelevant. They do not matter. What matters is the process used to create the result. The process is the beauty. The process is the magnificence. The process is the Creator touching your life. Alicia and I had a conversation a few weeks ago, a month ago now, about knowing God, being able to know God. And we had a long conversation, and she walked through this conversation, come out the other side of the conversation with the realization that she knows God. She knows God. What we think or what we're portrayed of how it's going to show up in our life, no, it's already here right now. It's in the little things. It's in the everyday little things. That is the magnificence. The creation of your life that you've created is the magnificence. That's God touching your life, allowing you to create your life however you would love it to be. And you're creating it right here, right now, how you would love it to be. Not the infatuated, I want more. Not the infatuated, oh, great, grand, and glorious. No. Deep down in your heart, being willing to endure the pain and the pleasure, the support and the challenge, the peace and the war, the happy and the sad of manifesting your life. That love is the love from your heart of hearts, the depths of your soul, that resonates out into the world, out into the universe. The people, places, circumstances, and events now come back to you, and it's all based on what you love. Your frequency of love. It is as magnificent as anybody else on the planet. You are a magnificent creation. You have unlimited infinity inside you. Unlimited infinity. Unlimited love. So, you want more. You want to create different. You want something different. Then why would you ever be given more to be unthankful for? As I said, I see the overwhelming majority of the people putting themselves down for their life, beating themselves up for their life. Think about how that translates over to the Creator. If you're putting down what you've already created, if you're beating up what you've already created, if you're belittling what you've already created, why would the Creator move you to the next level of manifestation if you're not appreciating the manifestation gifts that you've already been given? The gifts that you yourself have created by enduring the pain and the pleasure to land where you are. Every single decision that you've made in your life has landed you where you are today. That is the beauty. Your life is already beautiful. Why would you compare it to somebody else's life and want more, want what they have? You're already beautiful. You've already created the beauty. You've already expressed the beauty of the Creator. So why would you be given more to be unthankful for? The currency of God is gratitude. No question. The currency of God is gratitude. The more gratitude you're able to stuff into your God account, the more magnificence beyond where you're at now you're going to be able to experience. So the first step is becoming thankful for what you've already been given. Saying the words, I'm thankful, I'm grateful, that's a start. It's a small start, but it's a start. It's not just saying the words, I'm thankful, I'm grateful. That's a start. You might have to say them 10,000 times a day, just if you're saying the words. But the gratitude I'm talking about is where you have a tear in your eye, your heart is open. You might be slobbering, you're so open-hearted. Gratitude, thank you for my life. Thank you for my life. Thank you for my life. The more times we're able to open our heart and have this experience, the more is coming down the road. the more we're going to make a quantum leap to the next level of frequency in which we're going to be able to enjoy more manifested blessings. However, what's the secret there? Same thing. Gratitude. So now back to, I'm not sure people understand how powerful their mind is. Every single thing we manifest in our life is based on our self-worth. Our self-worth. What do we believe we're worth inside? I've heard it said this way: our self-worth determines our net worth. Our self-worth determines our net worth. Now, money's not everything. This is a great line I heard about a year ago, but it's a great line. Money's not everything, but it is what everyone pays attention to. Money's not everything, but it is what everyone pays attention to. So my self-worth equals my net worth. Videotape your life. That's what you believe you're worth, right? Okay, so now think about this. You're at the store. You're standing in front of two items. You want to get some toothpaste. One is $2, one is $1. Which one do you buy? One's $2, one's $1. Which one do you buy? Well, most people are going to buy the $1. Would you just make a statement of to the universe? I'm only worth $1 toothpaste. I'm less than others that can afford the $2 toothpaste. Now, if you're buying the $1 toothpaste and you're putting the dollar difference into long-term savings, so you're making the statement to the universe that I'm equal to and I have a long-term mission, most people don't. Most people go shopping looking for the best deal. Some people go and they take coupons and they go and they buy things. Now again, this is not putting anybody down. This is not belittling this idea. This is explaining the process of thought. Your mind, what you think, feel, and believe about yourself. If you're consistently looking to save, in quotes, money, you're making a statement of lack to the universe. I don't have enough money, so I've got to find a different way to make up the difference. As I said earlier in this call, the more I move down this road, I was told it almost 2 decades ago, but I see it more and more and more in my life now. Nothing's free. There's a cost to everything. When you choose a $1 item over a $2 item, you're paying the price of the difference between the $1 and the $2. You're paying the difference in the price in self-worth. You either just notched your self-worth down or you kept it at the status quo. I feel less than, so I'm going to take the less than. Again, unless it's a conscious thought, I'm taking the $1 so that I can put the difference of the dollar into my long-term eternal account, making a statement to the universe that I have worth and value because I'm accumulating money along the way. So think about what you think about. Another way that I've heard this is your innermost dominant thought becomes your outermost tangible reality. Your innermost dominant thought becomes your outermost tangible reality. The other way to look at that is your innermost frequency of worth, your innermost belief of value, your innermost belief of worthiness becomes your outermost tangible reality. Back to what I just said a little while ago. Let's not beat this up. This is just an observation. Let's not put this down if this is our behavior. It's just an observation. Why? Because we're still manifesting our life with magnificence. Most people come to the seminars because they want a change in their financial life. Well, we got to do an inventory of our financial mind, our financial feelings, our financial beliefs. Why do we believe we're not worth more than where we're at? Great question to ask yourself. Why do I believe I'm not worth more than where I'm at? And you guys know, come to the seminars and we'll help you peel that layer back and love whatever that is and move forward in a greater degree of frequency. I am worth more than what I give myself credit for. I am worth more than what I give myself credit for. I am worth more than what I give myself credit for. So, thinking about what we think about. We're hardwired to avoid pain and gain pleasure. Really, for the purposes of survival, avoid pain, gain pleasure. We're more so, this is at the root stem of our brain, the brain stem, the most animalistic brain of us. It's more prone to avoid pain than it is to gain pleasure. More people are programmed to avoid pain than there are people who are programmed to gain pleasure. It's for the purpose of survival within our animal brain. You know, put your hand on a hot stove and immediately jumps back. Why? For the purpose of survival. So that this body that we live in can survive another day so that we can continue on the journey of learning to love more of ourselves, God, and the universe, and so on. So we're more so to avoid pain than gain pleasure. So when we're taking inventory in our life of our thought processes, we could call it negative thinking versus positive thinking. There's no such thing as negative thinking or positive thinking. We've gone over this before. There's just thinking that yields results. But let's just say for this purpose that we can either think in the positive sense or the negative sense. And what I mean by that is the mirror image of it. Because remember, what we think about comes about, what we focus on expands. That's the law of life. There's no other way to describe it, and that is a beautiful one sentence, and that is the manifestation formula of life. What we think about comes about, and what we focus on expands. What we think about comes about, what we focus on expands. So wouldn't it be important? Like, how important would it be to really start paying attention to our thought processes, our thought patterns? So we could say there's a positive side and a negative side, like a mirror image. When we're asking for something in our thought patterns, are we doing it to avoid pain, which means that we're looking at the negative? Or are we doing it to gain pleasure, which means we would be looking at the positive? It's kind of like the glass, you've heard this before. Is the glass half empty or is it half full? If you focus on it being half empty, it's the thought pattern process. You're going to have a half empty cup for the rest of your life. If you think about it being full, it's going to be full. Thinking about it in the reverse, asking for what you want in your consistent thought patterns, but on the positive side. It's like this. This is it. This would be part of it. Let's just say, God, I'm tired of being broke. Tired of not having enough money. Okay. When I go to the store and I'm buying the $1 thing, it's because I believe I can only afford that $1 thing because I don't have that much money. So I'm vibrating, I don't have enough money. The truth is you have more than enough money to survive. How do we know? Because you're still surviving. So how about if you changed your thought process and whenever you say, I don't have enough money for that, or I can't afford that. This is the negative side of the thought pattern. The more often you're in that pattern, which for most people is every day, you're consistently programming yourself that I don't have enough money. There's not enough. There's lack, which there's no such thing. Creation is infinite. It's infinity. There is no limit to it. It's completely unlimited other than what we think, feel, and believe ourselves. And this is part of it. What is the internal dialogue that we have with ourselves in any regard of life? Are we looking at the negative side or the positive side? Again, there's no positive and negative. We know that. It's the mirror image that I'm talking about. Are you focused on what you would truly love, or focused on the I gotta avoid pain side of it instead of the gain pleasure side of it? The more you're able to start focusing your brain onto the gain pleasure side of it, the more you're going to be amazed how it consistently starts to change over time. This thing of abundance. Because all there is unlimited abundance. It's all around us all the time. We swim in it. We're surrounded by it. It's a constant, never-ending energy of love that is around us all the time. Never-ending, around us all the time, that we get to manifest into whatever we would love it to be. And guess what? As I said earlier, we're doing it right now. We're doing it. We're using the manifestation power of God, the universe, the infinite oneness, right now to manifest our life exactly the way it is now. Even using the negative side of the positive, we're manifesting our life in that regard, and our brains are so programmed to it, the negative side, we can slowly switch it to the positive side. Because how our mind works is it's either if you're visual, you have a screen on your mind where you see. If you're on auditory, if you lean more towards auditory, you're going to hear more than you see. If you're kinesthetic, you're going to feel it in your body more than you see or hear. This screen, I have a screen, I'm a visual, so it's a screen. I have a screen in my mind. I watch it like a movie, whatever it is. So on the screen of your mind, I don't want to be broke anymore. I don't have enough money. I only have this amount of money or that or whatever. Okay, so that picture, you cannot say those words without a picture. I don't want to be broke anymore. That's the negative side of the positive. I have more than enough. God gives me more than enough. That would be the positive side of it. So let's look at the way this works on the screen of our mind. If you say the words, I hate being broke, guess what the picture is that's on your mind, or what you hear, or what you feel. You see, hear, and feel being broke. Your mind cannot discern the difference between the positive and the negative, because there is no such thing as positive thinking or negative thinking. There's only thinking, and whatever you think about comes about. Whatever you focus on expands. Whatever you think about comes about. So, you have in your mind, I hate being broke. Your mind can only see what being broke is, and that's the picture, the feeling that gets resonated out into the universe and brought back, because that's what you're asking for. When you say, I hate being broke, you're telling God, you don't know you're saying this, but you're saying, thank you for me being broke. Whatever you ask for comes back. I hate being broke, so guess what you are? You're broke. And it's magnificent. It's magnificent creation. It's the power of God. It's the power of the Creator showing up in your life, manifesting being broke. That's as magnificent as not being broke, because it's the same process. It's the same energy. There's no limit to it. There's no questioning of it. There's no judgment about it. Whatever you ask for, you get given. So the negative of the positive. Take inventory of your thoughts. I hate being broke. I don't have enough money. That's what you're sending out. Versus there's more than enough. How do we know that? How do we know that you've had more than enough money in your life? Why? Because you're still alive. You survived it. If money was the end all, and your money, you ran out of money and you died, like when your bank account hit zero and that would make you die? That's not the case. So there must be more than enough. There must be more than enough prosperity in the world for me to live. Why? Because I've survived. I've survived being broke before. Then there must have been more than enough. There was more than enough. There's more than enough. So the next time you're at the store and there's a $1 toothpaste or a $2 toothpaste, I'm not saying buy the $2. You don't have to. However, it's like, okay, I'm buying the $1 toothpaste. Well, then have a reason for it. Because it's a choice. Don't come up there, oh, I'm buying the $1 toothpaste because I don't have enough money to buy the $2 toothpaste. Yes, you do. You have enough money to buy the $2 toothpaste. You know you do. But you're buying the $1 toothpaste. It's a choice. I am choosing to buy this $1 toothpaste. Why? I am choosing to buy this $1 toothpaste. Why are you choosing to buy the $1 toothpaste? Because the other dollar I'm going to put into my long-term eternal account. You just made value to the universe. I'm putting it into my long-term eternal account. Because this is something very interesting that you guys are going to notice if you follow the principles that you've learned at the seminars, and that is this. As you accumulate money, accumulate, invest, and manage wisely, so does your self-worth go up. It's interesting how it works. It does. Your self-worth goes up as you start to appreciate money. Why? Because money is you. Money's a reflection of you. As we've said in the seminars before, what is money? Money's nothing more than love. How do we know that? Because deep down inside every single human being, the only thing that exists is love. That's it. That's all there is. The great grand design of the universe, the positive and negative that we endure in our life, allows us to experience what love is. Deep down inside every single human being, the only thing that exists, everything else is an illusion. Everything else is a myth. Everything else is a lie. The only thing that exists inside every single human being is love. So when you go to work, provide whatever service you provide, either in your own business or a job or whatever, you're providing service to other people. They're rewarding you with money, which is generated by their time, the same way that it's generated by your time. Well, your time is you. You are love. Money is nothing more than an exchange of love between people. That's all it is. It's an exchange of love between people. Since it's an exchange of love between people, it has frequency, it has energy, it has a life. The more you appreciate it by accumulating it and managing it wisely, you are, in essence, thanking the other people and accumulating love. You're appreciating their love by accumulating it and appreciating it, and your value goes up. Your internal sense of self-worth goes up as you accumulate money. As you accumulate money and managing it wisely, you're accumulating love and managing it wisely. You will keep moving up in quantums of energy relative to finances, and before you know it, it's like magic. The universe is going to send to you money in forms of opportunities equal to where you're resonating at. It's actually love. The universe is sending you love in the form of money equal to where you're resonating at in your love, not infatuation, your love of money. So, back to this, think about what you think about things. If you're given a gift called money, which is actually love, and you essentially throw every bit of it away on food, clothes, transportation, housing, all these items to live life, the big screen TV, whatever, the cable bill, the internet bill, the water bill. You're essentially getting rid of it all. There's no sense of appreciation for it in that, especially if your thought process is in the negative and you're saying, oh, there's never enough. I never have enough. Oh my God, I'm broke all the time. I hate being broke. I hate not having money. I hate having to work for money. Whatever it is, think about it again, because what you think about comes about. You're sending out a negative catch-22. Catch-22 is not what I was looking for, but it's a negative feedback loop. Even though there's no positive and negative, remember, we're looking at the negative or the positive, what it is that we would love to have in our life. It's kind of like this. Well, tons of people who have been through the seminars throughout the years, their entire goal was to be debt-free. And I'm like, oh, so your goal is to be zero. Your goal is to be zero. So you're telling the universe you want to be a zero. This is an excellent also one of the negative of the positive. Their whole goal is to be debt-free. What does their mind see on the screen of their mind? It only sees debt. I had a consulting client who paid me, this was quite a few years ago. We had many sessions. She refused. She simply refused. So essentially we fired each other. She refused to get past being debt-free. While we were consulting, she got to zero. She's a chiropractor. She got to zero. As soon as she got to zero, she went and bought, on credit, a $27,000 machine for her office. So she was in debt again, on autopilot. Why? Because her whole focus was to be debt-free. All her mind could see was debt. So she had to manifest debt to satisfy the pictures that she kept putting on her mind. So the negative or the positive. What's your picture? What's your sound? What's your feeling that you put out? Are you on the avoid pain or gain pleasure? I know the answer for most of you, because almost every single person is wired for the avoid pain, not to gain pleasure. So think about what you think about. Take inventory on how you think. Tomorrow, when you go to the store and you're buying the $1 toothpaste, any single time, any single purchase, every single time there's a purchase made, and it's like you're thinking, you say it, I can't afford that. It's absolutely untrue. Could not be farther from the truth. What a person is saying when they do that is this: I choose not to buy that more expensive one, because that's going to push me out of my comfort zone and make me have to work more, put in more effort to pay for the more expensive thing, where if I buy the less expensive thing, I can just stay on cruise control within my comfort zone, and I know I'm all good and I'm all fine. Meanwhile, I want more. I keep saying I want more. God's not giving me more, but yet I'm not willing to do anything beyond where I'm at right now in my life to have more. I'm even going to disrespect what I've already created and be mad because I've broke. Like, no, you're not broke. You're lazy. What? Yeah. Because all it would take is a little bit of extra effort to have the other. Anyway. So, back to the beginning. The magnificence of the universe already lives inside you. The magnificence, unlimited infinity. There's no limit to it. It's unlimited. You're already using it right now. That's part of the diatribe that I went on, was to try to get you to see that you're already using the power of the Creator to create your life. You're already using it. Be thankful for it, because the love is unlimited. The love, there is no depth to it. It's unfathomably deep. The power of the love that created the universe, that created you, that is allowing you to co-create your life. You're already using it here now to create the life that you're already living. God loves you. Loves your creation. Is proud to see what you've already created. In the depth of your heart, nothing but love. You've used that love to create the life that you're living right now. We all, I'm as guilty as you guys at times, we all could use more appreciation for the power we're already using. I love you guys. Have a great night. Talk to you soon. You guys have a great night. Great night. We'll see you.